While filming a vlog,
Don't! Oh, don't look! She let go.
soon after, she wakes up at a hospital.
Blink twice if you can hear me.
How long have I been out?
3 days. You're hypothermia and you're in shock. What's your name? Do you have family in the area? We need to contact them. At least tell me your name.
I'm the OA.
The news is immediately delivered to her parents.
My cell is ringing. Just hold on a second. Well, what makes you think that? Abel! As her legal guardian,
I understand. I should warn you. She's in a very fractured mental state. Agitated.
OA doesn't recognize them.
Who are these people?
Harry?
There was a good reason.
7 years ago, when she went missing, she was blind.
Her story has already spread nationwide.
Well, let's get inside.
Don't
Let's
worry,
go
sweetheart.
slowly.
They're just happy.
Back up, please.
Did
Back
you
up some room, please. Years ago, she was blind. Now, reportedly, she can see. Excuse me. Prairie! Prairie, is it?
Prairie is not your name.
The cops arrived.
I was on the task force that led the investigation when you went missing, so we're just gonna ask you some questions or any of the events that led up to your disappearance.
I remember everything. I didn't disappear. I was present for all of it. So, sorry.
No, you're okay.
But OA speaks in words no one can understand.
Finally, an old woman and she brought me to a place. There were a lot of people there.
Or did you want it to go home?
I needed to leave, so they let me go. That wouldn't have helped.
Okay, we're just trying to follow.
The cops eventually goes back.
I think that's enough for now.
Your daughter's still immersed in her experience, which is normal.
That night, she can't fall asleep.
Homer.
Welcome to OS 10. Voiceover is on. You are not connected to the internet. Prairie failure to authenticate.
She starts searching the room. At that moment,
I bet no one's around outside now. I know that these things take time. How can you see? Can you tell me?
I can't.
but the two of them weren't alone.
How did all this stuff get way back here?
The next day,
Remember the night we pretended we were in real beds? I'm in a real bed. I haven't slept a single night apart from you. I'm scared, Homer. There are moments when I think I made you up. I didn't leave you behind. I am coming for you.
she heads outside. Starts asking people.
Hey, do you have Wi-Fi? But you live in the neighborhood. Could I get your password?
I don't know. Maybe ask upstairs.
I can't skip hormones week to week. I'm counting on you, Steve.
What the fuck? You said you could come into this house and film me.
OA gets her camera taken away.
You're Prairie Johnson, aren't
I need internet. Will you give me your password?
you? Not my problem. Get out. Now leave or your dog food.
Give me my camera.
This is my camera now.
Then,
Attack! Don't bite my dog! Come on, boy. Axel, come on.
time passes.
nothing to do with it.
Steve comes.
I got a mobile router. Hook it up to your laptop. Damn, it's connected.
And they decide to help each other out.
I'd help you out, and you could help me out. You gonna plug that in?
Oh.
All right.
Sorry. 32. ASHE.
My dad wants to send me to Asheville to get, like, straightened out.
They have a conversation.
I'll help you, but I have conditions. I need 5 people.
Sure. Whatever you want.
And no touching.
No touching. No big deal.
So what happened?
Nothing. It doesn't matter.
The two start getting close.
I want stuff. I'm gonna be a trainer to celebrities. I have my own show, my own line of equipment.
Being blind was powerful. Made me listen.
You gotta do a grown-up hairdo.
So she goes to find Steve's teacher.
But hey, don't I know you?
Yeah, I'm a parent.
I'm sorry, I have a meeting.
I think I am your meeting.
Have a seat.
Starts to ask the questions instead.
I think he has real psychological issues.
Why did you become a teacher?
Maybe Steve can't learn because you lost track of your reason.
Maybe I can help you remember.
You lost someone important to you.
I lost someone important to me, too. Someone you loved young.
Your sociopath of a son punched a kid in the throat. I don't want it in my school.
You're right. Sorry, you're right.
If you want to be a teacher, teach Steve. He's the one you lost. He's your first reason.
I didn't catch your first name, Mrs. Winchell.
I'm the OA.
The teacher has become surprisingly changed.
Okay.
But not long after.
Mr. Winchell?
Yes, Mrs.
Roderick Allen. I wanted to tell you, I think she's a unique woman.
That girl is a girlfriend.
Your new wife.
I'm Mrs. Winchell.
She suddenly starts filming.
I need help.
What she's doing is disturbing.
Jesus, Steven.
She impersonated me.
Because I asked her to.
Come on.
Like fate, people start watching the video.
I need help. I need to... I need help. I need to cross a border that's hard to define. Midnight. The unfinished house at the edge of Crestwood.
OA waits, having faith that someone will come help her. Right when she turned off the lights in frustration,
Don't turn the lights out on us, crazy.
like that, 5 people gathered together.
I left my door open.
She starts to talk.
And there will come a point when you'll see why you're here. I want you to close your eyes. Close them. I was born in Russia in 1987.
What?
My father was a very wealthy man. We were always being watched because he'd made so much money. So we lived in a secret enclave just outside Moscow.
When they focused on her words,
You asked me how I got my sight. I was not born blind.
they are taken back into OA's memories of the past.
Our town was built on the fall. I grew up with the sons and daughters of these oligarchs. My mother died in childbirth.
She used to suffer from nightmares when she was young.
In one of them, I'm trapped in an aquarium. I can't breathe. I can't get out.
Что случилось?
Сейчас опять то же самое.
Это просто плохой сон был, мой котенок.
The dream soon became reality. So the young girl dies.
They all died. Every single one of them, including me. I couldn't tell if I was inside the earth or above it.
But some kind of being saves her.
هل تريدين العودة؟ ستعرفين حبا كبيرا ولكنه سيكون صعبا.
Instead, she takes her eyes.
يجب أن آخذ عينيك.
After, she is sent to a boarding school for the blind in America.
Warm or cold-blooded? Cold! Are brilliant.
Don't be afraid. I know you are good.
He smuggled me out of Russia to America, to a boarding school for the blind.
She plays the violin for her dad, whom she can't meet.
Тебе понравилось?
Я бы мог бы тебя найти среди миллионов. Девчонок, ты можешь остаться спрятанной?
Я знаю, смогу все сделать.
Никто не может знать, кто ты. Понимаешь? Понимаешь? Сделай мне еще одолжение. Сыграй еще.
He was my lifeline, and I was his. But then one day I was called down to the headmistress's office.
She couldn't meet her dad until the end.
Ninaочка, there was an accident. Your papa is gone.
Your aunt is here to take you to live with her.
I can't go with her.
Eventually, she goes to live with her aunt.
But my aunt believed he had died. Both of our lives had changed for the
Her name is Nina. She's my niece.
I was really lonely then.
Coincidentally, meets Nancy.
What's your name, sweetheart? You can talk to me. I'm Nancy.
I'm Nina.
She is raised under her kind adoptive parents as Prairie.
Where are you, Prairie? No, I can't hear you. This is your new home.
But she suffers from a serious mental disorder since a young age.
She's sleeping. She's been doing this for a couple of... She needs a doctor, Nancy.
Prairie, let go. Prairie. Nina?
She dreams once again. She thoughtlessly goes to New York.
Exit gangway at the forward end of the main deck.
It was after he had passed away.
Miss, we're close.
I can't. I'm waiting for someone.
You have to get on the ferry.
I turned 21 today. I wondered all day what it said about her. Would you read it to me?
But OA couldn't give up so easily.
I didn't want to give up. So I devised one last plan. Violin in the underground until he stepped off a train, heard my song, and came running. My plan worked. It wasn't my father who found me. The man who would change my life.
Soon a man heard the melody. And starts asking a number of questions.
Your music is Russian, yes? Hap is my name. Dr. Hunter Aloysius. Did you always play that well? Or did something happen to you? I'm sorry, did you have an NDA?
She met someone who understood her for the first time.
He was the only person who never made me...
I have to go.
Can I get the check, please?
She decides to go with him.
Take me with you. Study me.
Go ahead, twins. Just a few hours.
But there she meets Homer for the first time.
You'll find your freedom. Sleep. What's your name?
Prairie.
My name.
Homer.
Time passes.
You lose your freedom many times before you finally believe it.
She meets people in the same situation.
Is anyone awake?
Hap takes away somewhere.
Come on. Is the door in front of you? Push it.
She starts cooking with her blind eyes. And eats actual human food for the first time in a while.
I'll take the other half. You won't eat because the others can't. Make them all sandwiches.
So Homer asks her for a favor.
He says he'll give me $500 to participate in a study about NDEs. Be a great dad. I could support our son. And he drives me here, and I asked to go to the bathroom. This sinking feeling. Just stash my championship football ring in the medicine cabinet. You're gonna mail it. She could use it to get my son or clothes or little music tapes to make him smart.
Hit him over the head with something.
This is more important than that, all right? Please.
But she's too confused for that.
I just need a moment to think.
Prairie.
She became his housekeeper because she was blind.
I became his housekeeper and slowly learned his ways, which is all he ever did.
Then she finds a single way.
Are you sick?
It's necessary, so. Sleeping pills, that's enough for tonight. You can finish in the morning.
She gathered the sleeping pills little by little every day. Waits for her chance.
When I had crushed enough sleeping pills, I asked him to order the ingredients.
Why do Russians love beets so much?
Beets survive frost. It's almost done. You said you had fresh parsley?
The moment she's been waiting for was here.
Let me get you some parsley. It's in the back garden. Just be a moment. Fresh parsley.
Finally, Hap drinks the soup.
It's really nice. You're not eating.
It's hard to eat.
At that moment,
Are you choking?
I can't eat tomatoes. It's okay. I have an EpiPen. Go and get my spare EpiPen. You don't know the door code. They're all trapped down there. They'll starve and die.
but if he dies, it was going to be a problem for the others that are locked up. She has no choice but to save him.
She died before you got here. Her name was August. Go clean up.
The OA brings the requested items.
He's burying August in the morning.
They seize the moment while Hap goes outside.
He's outside. He's dead.
A little more.
And starts writing the letter.
Who's it addressed to?
Verizon. I need to tell Mandy I did not run out on the baby. No, lunatic, we need to tell them.
Give them my brother's address.
Just tell them call the FBI.
It's perfect. Send it back.
But ends up losing it.
I feel the plastic. He's coming. He's coming. Wait, I lost it. God! God! God!
just disappeared.
She suffers from guilt.
Stop. You have to stop. I said stand up. Stand up and put your arms in the air. Look.
Homer comforts her in his own way.
Jump.
Please, I can't.
Oh, keep going. Do it, Prairie. Flap your arms as you jump. Not silly, but for real. Higher. See? You've got it. You're okay.
And so the others start to hope.
We could do it again. We could get out of here.
The next morning, which was no different from the usual.
Thanks.
Is your hair different?
Oh, looks nice like that. All right, that's enough for today.
Then, OA runs away with her life. But ends up dying again. Afterwards, OA wakes up somewhere else.
I couldn't feel pain. I couldn't sense time. I remembered Homer and Rachel and Scott screaming my name.
A red house was all by itself. Katoon, the woman who saved her life when she was young, was there.
Soon, I can see.
Catch your breath and join me.
Even though she didn't want to send her to the hopeless reality,
You've had so much time. If you stay, there is no more suffering. All the...
There was him in that basement. I can't leave them there.
But as things are, you never escape. All your courage and planning.
she chooses to go back to the reality again.
How do I get back to the others?
Now you are ready for what comes with this gift. Swallow it. It's the seed of light. All 5 of you must work together as one to avert it.
Am I like...
No, eat it.
Suddenly, OA started dancing in her sleep.
You okay? It's okay. You're alive.
Hit me in the back of the head. I died.
Probably you passed out from the pain.
She starts talking nonsense.
We have to try to get in.
I think she got brain damage.
His experiment is our way out.
No.
Yeah, he's got all the power. Look!
She tells an unbelievable story.
We're angels.
Oh, God.
Angels? How do you know?
Looks at Homer with both eyes.
Because your eyes are green. Because I can see.
The teacher believes in OA.
I wish I'd met you sooner. Go.
The other 4 had a hard time believing it. It wasn't long before she met a detective.
Like I'm still a prisoner.
Can you think of the emotion that goes with that?
Angry. Really angry.
You wanna take a walk?
He saw right through OA.
You weren't alone there. Somehow you got out. You wanna rescue the
If I
others?
told you anything close to the truth, you'd think I was a crazy person and you'd have me locked up. So what do you think I should do?
First, have compassion. And second, just simplify your life. Same way you would if you've been in a car crash or
What would you do if I just leave right now? Do you tell the FBI that?
You can walk away. You can push me in the pond if you want to. It's up to you. You're in charge. You're not a prisoner.
Maybe I'll see.
That evening, the story continues on.
It makes sense.
Just because it doesn't make sense doesn't mean it's not real.
That's exactly what an angel would do.
Scott isn't being cooperative to the plan.
Poison in my fucking lungs for you, sorry.
Scott.
You wouldn't be alone, and it would only be Hap.
I don't fucking understand you. I thought you were the one with some goddamn sense.
So Homer decides to take one for the team.
Rachel, would you swallow gas?
Yeah.
So I'll go. I don't even have to pretend to be blind.
But
Prairie? Prairie?
the plan fails, but they learn an important truth.
You a regular comedian. Why don't you stand up and take a bow for your fans? Sit down. Suck your thumb like a baby.
We thought that the gas was knocking us out. It wasn't. It was making us compliant.
Time passes. They succeed in going into the lab with a sober mind.
Step up, Homer.
Maybe sweatshirt and t-shirt and sweatpants. Leave them there. Step around. 1 foot on either base.
It wasn't easy to overcome the fear. After continuously trying,
Homer never gave up. He took all the feeling that was bottled inside him and channeled it into this.
Raise your right arm. Don't move.
he gains information on the experiment.
Way to remove the human component and gather objective scientific data. Was, for a long time, the definition of death.
You, stop! Stop right there! Where are you going? Look at me. Do you know Dr. Robert? What? No. Let me go.
As a result, he overcame the death of fear.
He was an explorer, and death was his frontier.
And Homer goes into the afterlife. Just like how Owe told him, he eats something that's alive. Then, a few days later, Hap discovers someone for the experiment that he likes. In order to take her,
¿Puede ayudar en algo?
Sorry, I don't speak Spanish.
he tries to persuade her.
I'm just a poor girl trying to escape. Or
I can help with that.
I don't want to be examined. I prefer to remain unknown, even to myself.
But it doesn't work at all. Not long after,
What we have long thought to be everything, a meta revolution that's been in the making.
he notices 4 of them acting strange.
The sun is one of many stars, hundreds of billions of stars in our galaxy.
Don't stop on my account. What is that? What is that thing you're doing? Where does that come from?
At that moment,
Rachel?
he succeeds in not getting caught.
What is that racket?
Oh, it's heavy metal. Will you smoke with me?
No, thanks. I'm fine. Listen, Hap, I feel bad.
The next day,
He took him.
I didn't hear the cat.
Hap takes Homer and goes somewhere.
Where are we going?
You're gonna help me with something. If anything happens to me, your friends, All die in the lab. Oh, there's a microphone in your shirt, so I'll be with you at every stage.
Homer takes advantage of the situation and escapes.
Help, we need to call the...
But
Por favor, tiene que ser urgente. Parece que sí, que es herido.
Who you call? Who you call?
it was almost impossible to run away from Hap.
They said you were having some kind of breakdown.
They're worried about you. Now, come on, Homer. We're having a nice time, aren't we?
And he assigns Homer a mission.
She's the one we're here for. The evening is over. You're going to invite her up to your room.
So, how old are you, Homer? Here, come. Come.
Hap plays the sound at the mine.
Yes!
Eventually, she gets locked up and OA falls apart.
Liar! I hate you!
Away. It isn't Homer that's doing this to us. It's him.
Look at me. Away, look at me.
Meanwhile, Scott's turn was nearing.
If he comes for me, I ain't coming back. You know I won't survive another round. I can tell you things. I've got information. You know they're trying to escape.
No, they were. You head back, chin down.
Scott doesn't make it back.
Oh, shit. Ah!
He returns to the mine as a cold corpse.
You did this.
And so she starts dancing. And Homer follows her movements together. They dance throughout the night. Something unbelievable happens.
We'll ever be wrong.
Scott starts breathing again.
Town running around. Fun when you're on my. Is it really this cool to be?
There are movements, 5 of them, and you need 5.
She gathered them here because of these 5 movements.
We're gonna open a tunnel into another dimension. I will travel and rescue them.
Afterwards, they practice the movements. And continue to gather every night.
Think of a line, a straight line coming across your elbow, your wrist.
And realized one thing.
2 years passed in captivity. One of the side effects of dimensional travel is amnesia. So we invented symbols to record the movements.
They engraved the movements onto their bodies.
Homer has the 2nd and 4th movement on his back. We figure the scars are a map we can never lose.
After some time, it became OA's turn.
Hope you know I've always thought of you, well, all of you, as collaborate when we ever find the 5th movement.
One of us will get out.
Hat makes a proposal.
I have a proposal for you. We leave tomorrow. Set up a clinic somewhere remote, an island maybe. We may cure the incurable.
There is no way Oe accepts it.
Please, I'll take you anywhere you want to go.
I will not go with you.
So she dies it once again. But no matter how many times she dies, she doesn't cooperate with him.
There wasn't anything. I didn't see anyone or...
I need your help. What I need you to do...
I can't. I don't want to. Put yourself in that machine and die for it. Please just take me back to my cell.
That night,
Hap, the door's open. I'm just coming in, okay?
the sheriff saw the people who were locked up.
Hap, Hap.
And came morning. She couldn't sleep because of the nightmares.
What is it?
Was it one of those dreams?
Fix you some hot tea.
Nevertheless, she periodically meets with the detective.
They're not like other dreams, the premonitions. I feel that something terrible is coming. Maybe I can stop it from happening.
Where did the dream take place? It's okay. Sometimes it's best not to...
Later.
Hey, Steve.
Sorry I'm late.
You're not late.
You know that feeling in winter when you could, like, always eat something?
They gather together to practice the movements.
Steve, you want to start us off?
Does everyone stretch a little? All right, everybody take a deep Homer's movement. A second, but really slow to start.
On this one, is it a breath in or a breath out?
Hey, try like you got rope around your wrist and you want to, like, break it. Now, keep repeating it over and over. I mean, think about how long Homer and Oe did it for.
Steve heads back home after practice. But because he hit his friends a while back.
And Miles finally admitted that you punched. He's going to call the police and sue us.
All right, let me take a shower. I'll get my thoughts in order, and then we can talk this out, all right?
He ends up having to go to a military boarding school.
Let's go.
The teacher passing by witnesses the scene. While they made a quick stop to the gas station.
If you kick anything, I will fucking end you.
I followed you.
She chased him down.
You're going to say you have to go to the bathroom. You say that they're molesting you.
That man is molesting that boy! Stop it! Stop what you're doing! Stop molesting him!
What the fuck, lady?
And breaks Steve free.
I have something you'll want.
What do you have?
Okay, it's $50,000.
What? Is this real?
Just let him go. Yes.
Meanwhile, Oe dines out with her family for the first time in a while.
Table for three, Johnson. I think I'm just going to get what I always do.
Yeah, look at that.
Someone recognizes her.
Hi, sorry. You're the Michigan Miracle, right? She was blind.
We're having dinner.
It'll just take a second. You're such an inspiration, really. I mean, you look so pretty in person. Thanks.
And because of that, her family is engulfed in anxiety.
She could put it online for everyone to see. Because I don't want that stupid girl to have our daughter's picture to do anything she wants with. You want your picture online for all the world to see. Imagine all the ways that you were abused. People getting...
Mom, it's okay.
At that moment,
I know because I am the original angel.
You need to get out of here, Oe.
What is...
Alfonso opens up first.
Every night you've told us about your life. About living on a gated place on the hill. About how at first he felt like the father figure you were looking for, and how you followed him into the dark. But in all of that, you never really told us about them. They rescued you from a hard life. They raised you.
He persuades her.
They are your parents.
I didn't choose to come to Crestwood.
Maybe this is the missing piece.
Then, Steve is hyped up and furious.
Where is she?
Steve, what's happening?
My parents had me fucking kidnapped by those goons.
Calm down.
You're just like all the rest of them. You don't give a fuck.
Eventually. But Owe continues to hug him. Soon, she tells them the last part of the story.
Tonight I will finish telling my story. Are you ready?
Hap, who is on the verge of losing everyone,
Do not stand.
makes a proposal to the sheriff.
Let them do it for Evelyn. And if they can't, you lock me up. What do you have to lose?
In the end, he accepts the proposal.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Which ones do you need?
Oh, thank God!
This man's wife is sick, and you two are gonna heal her.
The two of them start dancing in order to cure Evelyn's illness.
What's happening? Trust me. Stand.
Then,
You're finally here.
and then Evelyn teaches them the fifth movement.
How do we use it? How do we help?
It's always a matter of will. Are you ready?
At that moment,
Get away. I will shoot. Homer, get out!
Hap deserts Owe.
I'm laying there on the grass.
Right then, the adults storm in.
Come back!
Oh my God.
They look for the people just as Owe told them to.
What's the point of having a society if you can't help each other?
So there's a Scott Browning who went missing in 2005.
Maybe we should try, like, weird combinations instead of names.
They discover a video about Owe playing the violin. That night, Alfonso breaks into Owe's home to gather more information. The books that he came across by chance are Are the stories Owe told all a lie? What kind of life did Owe live? This has been the series, The OA. The series The OA is a mysterious series about OA who has been missing for the last 7 years, comes back, and gathers 5 strangers to tell them the story of what she experienced. In the series, you can feel the curiosity on top of the concentration increase as the story progresses. Throughout the entire time, it has a type of attraction that makes you wonder whether or not the story of Owe's past is real or a lie. The material such as the afterlife, multi-dimensional world, and more can be a bit boring, but it makes up for the shortcomings by unfolding the story in a fresh approach. It sucks you in at the very beginning of the series, and by the middle, you're completely focused. With the introduction to the series The OA that makes you feel like you got caught in a beautiful net, I will end this video. Until now, it has been Daily Movies. Thanks.
Used to be, but some things don't change, and some things don't change, but you're just as flawed as your words.